viewing streamers, everybody. Yes, Wonky has been going to streamers' house to interview them in Korea, of course, right? So actually quite a lot of Q&A, which are actually very, very interesting. Okay, so first thing of all, let me show you guys who did he actually interview over here, everybody. So first thing of all, right after the New Age showcase, he actually went to Kuka's stand over here to interview them. Right, it was actually very, very interesting over here. I mean, they had a live stream, then suddenly he just came in.
What's up, Garrido?
Super interesting. Then after that, he actually went to Guja's PC Cafe, which I actually went last time as well. Well, his PC Cafe is...
Oh wait, does he own the PC Cafe? Because that's actually, I think, in Korea, like a really smart lateral move to just like own your own, if you're successful and shit. Because not only are you definitely going to be successful as long as you're relevant. Because people just come over because you're there and they want to meet you and everything, right? That's pretty cool.
Really lit. So, Guja over here actually hosts a showcase. I mean, with the players, those players that cannot attend it. Yeah, they actually host a showcase over here, and for all the players to actually have a look at the showcase with him. It was an 11-hour stream, more than that. It was absolutely amazing. And suddenly, Wonky pop up. Very, very interesting.
I mean, it's all
then
planned,
later
course,
on, he also interviewed
with
Chunja over here. He didn't have his VOD over here, unfortunately, but the highlight was he broke his chair. Yeah, Wonky broke his chair. Then later on, he interviewed with On and On, right? On and On over here. This is more to talk about mostly on the fashion and stuff. It was quite a lot of stuff over here, right? Which is On and On over here. And later on, today actually, all right, so today he interviewed with Tuki over here, right? So
now, I don't really see color, but I don't think that's Dookie.
up until today, that was all the interview that he did, and he mentioned that
it was like DOOKEE kind of thing.
Tomorrow he's gonna do another person. Okay, very interesting over here.
Was it today?
That is
yeah,
the
technically
intro.
yesterday,
now,
but
we gotta take a look at
with how late I stay up, the days kind of like blur together at this point. But I do a lot of WAPs before New Age, probably, yeah.
Q&A that he actually did.
WAP day is
for
probably
all the streamers over here. That's
probably a good idea, yeah.
Insane part. You know why is this an insane part? Haha. Let me show you guys. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about Chunja's Q&A over here. Okay, so the question was, there were some 6 job skill cutscene that were not as cool as the other jobs, right? Are you aware of that? Then Wonky's reply was, yes, we heard Ice and Lightning was one of them, but playing the job will differ from seeing it on screen, so we recommend you actually playing it. And we will be getting feedbacks from the test server, and we will continue to take feedbacks after that. Yeah. Then number 2, my chair. Yeah, the chair that he broke. And Wonky mentioned he will buy a new Herman Miller chair for him. Wow. Okay, next one. New boss difficulties are added. New difficulties are good, but it isn't better to add a newly designed boss. Wonky's reply was,
well, they're doing that as well.
New word. It's called CKKBM. So it's basically Saturn Carlos Carling BM. Saturn Carlos CKKBM. It's like a Korean type thing. Okay. So yeah, that is basically the mention over here. So Wonky mentioned that he wanted more people to experience these bosses with 6 job skills because there are not many people that can experience the boss.
Where's easy black mage?
Like, you won't be able to
normal
experience
black
Saturn, Carlos, Carling, and black mage.
Fixed XP nerf and test server. Minus 16%
right? Especially on Carlos and Carling. That's insane. Okay.
Minus 16% needed to 70 plus.
You might think this won't affect people under hard
all the way to 300.
But with the 260 EXP patch reduction over there,
Hey, Zyker.
We
What's up,
plan
Ben?
to make everyone
Thank
have
you,
the
Trax.
chance to experience the endgame bosses. Right? That's what Wonky mentioned.
You're live. I am Breakfast.
And
What's up, dude?
next question is, level 270 is too difficult, especially at 280. Do you plan to do anything regarding this? Right? Wonky's answer was, we expect the 275 area to speed up the leveling, but we are having discussion on whether to shrink the EXP on that
Thank you,
or
Trickies.
add a new way to gain EXP. We decide to improve Monster Park this time, but we will think it more. Well, yep, it did change, right? In today's announcement, they did minus 16%. It works. Okay, next question. Wasn't it better to add the reboot EXP rate to regular instead of removing the reboot EXP rate? I think this is a lot of people want to know.
Isn't it better to just make everyone faster rather than make someone slower? That's such a... I hope the question is, instead of changing the EXP, right? Instead of changing the EXP cuts. That would be a good question. I hope that's how the question was initially asked, and not just instead of removing the one in reboot.
Oh. Wonky's
It's
question.
like, shouldn't everyone just be getting more EXP rather than everyone less?
Wonky's answer was, all we can say right now is that is the final decision that the internal team has been made. Okay, that's basically it.
Wow.
Next question. Any plans
What a
to
non-answer.
reduce the liberation duration? For context one,
Yes.
liberation duration is basically
8 months.
killing Black Mage, and every month you need to kill a specific boss to get the final liberated weapon. It's a level 200 weapon from Black Mage. Okay? Now, what Wonky answer is that regarding that, we think of resolving the leveling issue is the priority. We will discuss this internally and let everyone know officially later. Okay? And next question. When Lucid Figure? Remember last time there was a Lucid Figure? Well, apparently it was very sad. They didn't actually announce it. Now, Wonky's answer was, we did have the original design we want to reproduce, but due to COVID that happened, factories shut down. But when we try to find the factories again, the original has lost its color, so we couldn't make it. It was very sad. Yeah. What the... it's very sad. The Lucid one was very nice. Okay, next one. Next question was, are you gonna plan to do another advisory meeting? Yeah, and then Wonky's answer is, I did say we will do it every year, so we did it as live talk, right? We think about this method again. I did not have time this year due to FanFest and Showcase. So that's basically the answer. And one thing Wonky actually mentioned, it was during the live stream, some of that. You think that is important? He mentioned that 22 star wasn't meant to be done. Don't do it even if you have money. Oh my god. Okay, now.
Wait, in general, 22?
Interview, which is with On and On. Alright?
I told you.
Streamer talked about mostly on fashion. Now, the question was, Vac-Pad Anvil. And then Wonky's answer was, never really thought about that. And, okay. Next question. IGN
Well, instead of Vac-Pad Anvil, what you really want is you just want the ability to turn a pet into a Vac-Pad to be able to buy that, so you can turn an existing pet into a Vac-Pad, rather than having to buy a new pet for it.
Within account. Yeah, your name change within account.
But I guess then the Water of Life
Wonky's
system
answer
would be
was
different, right?
Not possible. And our next question is female Michiel. I think a lot of people will want to answer this one, right? The answer from Wonky is no. Like a big hell no. Alright, the next one.
Feel me, huh?
This
Just
one,
remove gender from characters in
wanted this as
MapleStory. It
well.
makes no sense. You can make
The
any
question
character
is,
look like any gender
Are
anyway.
you gonna
Just make all the
implement
characters
a
gender neutral on
housing
creation.
system, My
It's pretty
Home
easy.
to KMS. Yeah, I mean, everyone got it, right? Wonky's legit answer was ... Wait,
Wait, what was the question?
This one, I wanted this as well. The question is, are you gonna implement a housing system, my home, to KMS? Yeah, I mean, everyone got it, right? Wonky's legit answer was ... The
The home
That's his
system.
answer.
I said.
Come on, man. Give us my home. I like decorating houses, sit in the house and get a story, listen to BGM, turn on the light on and off, man. Come on, Wonky. Give us that,
I want
man.
to turn the lights on and up.
Moving on.
That is pretty fun though
Another
for
question
an
is,
hour.
oh, this is not really a question, but it's a mention by Wonky himself. Star Bubble plays if you use AB6 job skill. And that's lit. That's why Angelic Buster, alright? And okay, Wonky also mentioned that they will be adding Mercedes skin color in the skincare coupon. And they are also planning to add custom color change for Cody items. Cody items meaning that cash items, right? Cash items, anything, okay? So that's basically it.
Codeine?
Next question. Gender change. Is it possible? Wonky's answer might be a controversial issue. Hard to answer.
Why is that controversial? It's just a
Next
fucking
question.
coupon for fucking pixels in a video game. Why does it have to have anything to do with the fucking real life Turan shit? It's just fucking pixels. Oh my fucking god. Usually I am so fucking annoyed when people say like, oh, it's just a game when they're making like real life decisions. But here it's literally just the pixels of what your character looks like. Just take the gender away from the characters in the game. Half the characters look like chicks and half the chicks look like dudes and half the dudes look like anemic, pale pajama vampires. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Just, there's nothing controversial about it. You're making it controversial by saying it's controversial. Stop.
Extraction. With a quote, within account. Wonky answer was, technically it is possible, but they do not have plans for it. They will think about it. Okay. Right, next one. This is the next streamer, which is Tuki over here. Right? So,
damn.
Wonky did mention 6 job skills will actually upscale to 8K resolution. That is actually insane. What the hell? Yo, they plan for all this shit, man. Oh my man, that's some crazy shit.
I mean, if you're gonna do something new, you might as well make it actually work with the technology that's up and coming and already exists, rather than still making things for like 6 resolutions in the past, right? Might as well just start catching up on everything. Otherwise, in 3 years, you're gonna have the same problems again, where you're gonna have to redo all of that and. Makes more sense.
8K resolution for
I mean, it's a big jump for
them,
them, but it should be, because they're behind. Okay. Like 1080p is still in beta, like
Kim
in 2023.
The planning team lead over there. Alright, for those of you guys who don't know who is he, let me bring it down.
The guy with the glasses? Yeah.
I actually have a privilege to meet him during the showcase. Wonky mentioned that he speaks 3 languages. And he can speak both English and Chinese really, really well. And yes, his English is hella good. Ain't joking, bro. His English is hella good. God damn. Salute, man. I salute to you, my guy. But yeah, it was a privilege to meet him in the showcase, as well as Wonky himself as well. Thank you for having us as well. Much appreciated. Comes out with that. Alright, moving on. Okay, next a question over here.
Corey, thank you for the 43 olds. Yes.
This one is the next one.
Indeed.
Wealth might be reduced from 2 hours. No context, yes. It's just that. Wealth potion might be reduced from 2 hours. Huge meso changes coming by the end of summer. If wealth is supposed to be reduced, it will be after summer patch. That's the only thing we know.
Time to start crafting some wops, boys.
Okay. Now, there's another question. Is there any new equipment parts that will be added? Wonky answer is that it's still
Cochrane?
too early.
Come on, Cochrane.
Nothing at this point. Next question.
Boo.
Link or union slot increased? Wonky said Nothing at this moment at all. And there was one question.
I want the Legion
about
pieces
this.
to be bigger for higher
It's a
level
negative
characters.
7 over here, right? At negative 7 at the bottom. So the question was that, what the hell is this negative 7 from this? Wonky mentioned was that it was an old upgrade system with 132 jump restriction. Hence why it has this over here. That's some very weird shit over here, but anyways. Next question.
They removed speed
Veracilla
now,
is
right?
out. Okay, has been released. Are there any plans for Verus Magnus or Akairo? Gene Magnus, Gene Akairo? Well, Wonky's answer is
Of course, it's Varus Magnus coming.
possible.
Of course, Varus
When?
Magnus coming, bro.
He didn't say.
He's like with Darmur now.
So Wonky actually mentioned that he doesn't really like the Akairum idea. That's kind of his opinion. Moving on. The next question.
Yeah, no, they
character
kind of
slots.
abandoned that one.
Any updates on this? Because character source is actually 6,900 NX, which costs, alright? Maple Sea is free, okay? That seems to be expensive when Union is essential.
Wait, Maple Sea's free?
Wonky's answer is, we will either lower the slot price or give more slots from the beginning or give more in the coin shop. This will be done in the June patch. Oh, okay. So,
June
I
patch right
think
away.
after this interview, he gonna add more slots over there. Okay, next question. WSC didn't get any update regarding lines. Any opinion? Wonky answers, good idea. We will think about it. Next question.
Secondary needs
Terra
to remove some
burning,
lines, bro.
Terra Burninator in the cash shop. Wonky's answer, good idea, but it's kind of worrying that people might think it's a pay-to-win idea. Well, hell no, of course, right? And he also added that Terra Burning is no longer a huge event, right? Between Hyper Burning and Mega Burning,
Well, yeah, well, the fact that it is no longer a big event would mean that it takes away from it being pay to win, right? Because if somebody can pay like $50 to get like a Mega Burn in this game, I wouldn't give a shit. Even if I started. Because you're just paying a lot of money for a very small skip. I don't care. If somebody wants to drop that kind of money to keep the game free for me. But if they can pay like $30 and get a free Hyper Burn, well, now we're talking about something else. Because now it's like... that feels like a lot of value, and now it's starting to feel like you're somewhat getting pressured into having to get it, or you feel like people are getting a lot for the money they spend, right? That's why the current quote-unquote pay-to-win in Reboot, I think, is still within acceptable ranges. But if the pet was cheaper, or the like the Star Force benefits for being higher VIP tier were way more, like if it would end up at being like 50% discount or something at the higher tiers, then people would feel like there's way more pay-to-win and like they are getting... like pressured into spending money on the game more. At least that's where my definition of pay to win is like centered around, is whether people feel like they're basically being pressured by the game because there's so much value in it that if you don't spend money, you're essentially shooting yourself in the foot.
it's no longer can fit into major events.
Even $10 for a Terra would be too expensive.
They'll probably evaluate it and put it at
I think that would depend on how far in the
somewhere
game you
else,
are.
which they didn't mention it yet. Okay. Now, the next one. Next question. You said a long time ago that you never go backstabbing people who are using a Peach boss set, the Dark boss set, release higher items and making it completely useless. Any changes related to this?
They haven't said anything about the shared cash shop.
Since,
Have you heard that?
Dark boss set, the Peach boss set,
I thought that would be
tradable. We will need to
number one
reevaluate.
question. But
Now, next question.
well, that's why they're
G-skills.
augmenting them now, right?
Guild skills problem. With cooldown and smaller guilds are having problem with
Being
their
offline.
SP, their skill point. Do you have any opinion on this?
Really?
Wonky's answer was, we will keep improving it. Any opinions or any feedback would be great. Alright. Next question. Raid cube shards are completely useless. Do you use any of them? Wonky will like, not really. Can you make it more usable? Alright, Wonky's answer. Good idea. We will evaluate. We are constantly monitoring the amount of shards. Making rapid decision on this might affect the market. So let's hope for some rate keep sharp changes.
Yeah, imagine having a market, bro.
Okay, next question.
This is why
You
Reboot
did
is superior.
Ghetto PC Cafe daily coupon. Ghetto PC Cafe is a
No market.
legit
You don't have to
PC cafe
worry
name,
about that
okay?
shit.
Where you give 2x EXP, about freezers, safety charms.
Oh, I didn't
but
see
I know
it.
it's gone because of COVID. Do you plan to add it back? Wonky's answer was, if we were to put coins in there, it might backfire. So we will contact the PC Cafe and see what we can do. And one day Terrapora coupon is also a good idea. So this is more related to PC Cafe type benefit or rewards, right? So yeah. And next question.
Oops.
Sunday Maple is becoming more predictable. We need fresh ideas. Wonky's answer was, good to have new ideas. Hopefully they're gonna make some of that. Okay. Next question.
They've been doing 2x again.
Magnificent growth potion, or max growth potion, sorry. Maximum growth potion is level 249. Any plans on expanding the level? And Wonky's answer was,
Probably a new potion.
I thought it was very new, but didn't realize it was during new update, right? 2 years ago. And then the next question following up is that, would Kim Chang-suk hate it? And then Wonky said, nah, Chang-suk is usually the ones who give more EXP out, and the ones we did the showcase are actually scripted.
What's up, Richard?
So hopefully we will see
like training
a
at
potion
200 is
for
not bad for me, I don't know.
200 to 250.
You've done it so many times now.
I don't know. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. But yeah, it has been 2 years ago since Macro Potion released, but we'll see. Now, yeah, and then the next question: do you really want to?
I mean, now that they severely reduced the EXP to get to 260, it's only half the EXP. I mean, they could very easily just get a new potion that will give you a level up to 260. It would make people feel like they're getting a whole lot more because it says 260 on the potion. But because the EXP up to 260 is cut in half for especially for a non-reboot, right? It means that the potion isn't nearly worth as much as people think. But because people have been conditioned for so long that this is what that number means, it'll feel like they're getting more than they're actually giving them, which is, you know, good in Exxon's favor.
Stuck in Neo? When is New Age? This is a great question, my guy. And then Wonky be like, we will think about it. Hell yeah. Alright, next question. Mileage shop revamp. Wonky be like, no comment. Okay. Next question.
What shop revamp?
Small changes are effective to give users fresh look. Right? Then Wonky's reply was, we will be adding more items. Well, yeah, of course. Any change, a little bit, it excites players, right? And, okay, this will be the last question. Arcane symbols are taking too many equipment slots. Is there any way to just take up one slot? Yes, please. And the answer was, might be difficult due to technical difficulty. Technology is not there yet. But we will consider it. Yeah, you know, arting symbols, authentic symbols, they give you like a bunch of it. Take out equipment slots. Oh my god, every time. And you can't just put it one like entire.
Oh, I thought they meant in the inventory. I mean, like in
slots,
the inventory,
right?
not in the equips slots.
Anyway,
Right,
so,
right.
yeah, that's basically it for all the.
Well, for the weeklies, they give them as stacked
and
coupons
that are
or stacked
basically
uses,
in,
right? But then you have to just use them from there, and then you get
with
equips
all the
anyway.
Streamers and, they
Oh,
are gonna
mileage,
have a
right?
fifth
Okay.
interview. Wonky did not actually reveal who is the fifth person.
Yeah, it didn't
And
directly
he actually
correlate
didn't
something.
mention that how many people are he interviewing. So yeah, we don't know yet. But anyways, that's all the questions, the important ones that I have for today. And very, very huge thanks to Neo for translating all these questions. If it wasn't for Neo that translate all these questions, I won't be making this video to tell you guys all this, right? Huge thanks to Neo for translating all these questions over here. Okay, now that's basically it. I hope you get some insights on all the.
Thanks, Steve.